What's going on? Oh, wait, this isn't the right screen. Hold on. There we go. There we go. What's going on, my friends? How you doing? We're here today to talk about hilarity and billion-dollar company and some AI art. Some I art. All right. Anyways, let me grab the live stream link and share that before we continue on with our ridiculousness. Oh, okay, yeah, there we go. That's good. Wait a minute. Oh, yeah, no. Okay, everything's exactly the way it should be, but my brain took it a second to catch up for it to make sense. All right, we're all good. So, what's up? Who do we got in here? What's going on? Gossett, Ang, Garley, Cool Guy, Dick, Andrew G, Millmaster, Garthulu, Error, Doomblade, Cosmic Dragon, Pats, Kensiki, Jess, Yamagoro, Nate, Peterson, James P. Sean, oh, Nathan. Nathan with the member message. Always doing it sunny side up. Supporting this channel of the hen for 29 months. You know what, buddy? You get some bagocks for that, bro. Bagok! 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 There you go. Oh, Dow, it's the wrong screen again. Oh, hold on. Hey. All right. A one man shoe. You know, there's a lot of streamers who have like really professional setups where everything like slides between all these different transitions, and they'll be in a box and then it goes ka-choom, 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 and like changes. And then there's me over here, like I can't even keep it on the right screen. One day I'll have some fancy slammy boy graphics that muck things up. But regardless, we're here to have a chuckle over Wizards AIification, right? Because, I mean, let's be real. When it comes to AI art, Wizards of the Coast is clearly going to try and use it as much as humanly possible. All big companies are drooling over the possibilities of not having to pay for art. Wizards of the Coast pays tons of money for art specifically. Bo, you're gonna lurk and sleep listen? Alright, I'm gonna whisper weird stuff. Go down to the local school and steal peanut butter. I'm occasionally during the stream, I'm gonna whisper weird things that your subconscious will pick up and be subconsciously programmed by. Yo, you ever see that old Simpsons episode where they're talking about how they like use subliminal messages to try and get people to join the Navy? And they're like, the Army uses liminal, subliminal, and superliminal. And they're like, superliminal? What's superliminal? So he goes over to the window and just yells at somebody walking by, "Hey you, join the Navy!" I loved that. I was just like, that's brilliant. That's hilarious. Hey, James P. Giving Sean a gift membership. Thanks, bro. Appreciate it. What up, Jacob? How you doing, buddy? Hatcher School for Studio Engineering. Hatcher School for not even knowing what button to push, man. Not even. I know how to push people's buttons with words, but I don't know which button to press on the internet to not end up. Hold on. You know what? I guess sometimes when it comes down to it, I feel stumped. I sorta got stumped. I got stumped. And oh wait. And we made it back through the garden path. Hey, James gifted another membership to GOT. Thanks, buddy. Thanks, bro. Habrolo. So this tweet we got on the screen, my friends. This tweet was put out by MTG's secret lair account. And if you guys didn't know, I guess as well, spoiler alert, Tomb Raider secret lair. That's what this is based on. They're doing a Tomb Raider secret lair. The cards for it have already been revealed. And it's all reskins except for, what's it called? The Lara Croft card is a unique legend, and everything else is reskins. So, like, the upper left-hand corner shows artwork. That's the actual Lara Croft artwork for the card. In the upper right-hand corner, that's Bow of Nylia's artwork. And then the one at the bottom is like Academy Ruins, I think is what it was. So, yeah, it's a bunch of reskins. And, I mean, it's another run-of-the-mill sort of secret lair in terms of it's just something you'd expect. I wasn't too shocked to see it. But the thing is, this artwork that they used here, this is AI artwork. And Wizards of the Coast is all like, we don't use AI artwork. And we tell our artists not to use AI artwork. And it's like, interesting. What up, Seven? Matthias, you say that pushing people's buttons with words is all you need in life? Well, you're in the right place. Nishimoto, I push your buttons like the morally bankrupt kid. What? You know what? For a second, I thought you were calling me morally bankrupt. And then I realized you were trying to trick me into talking about politics. But it's not working. It's not working. You can't fool me. You can't fool me. All right? Back to computerized fakeness. So Wizards has AI artwork in one of their D&D books. And they were all like, we told the artists, don't you use AI art. And then meanwhile, they have AI art. So here we have it again. This is AI artwork. At first glance, it just looks like kind of crap. That's what I thought when I saw it. I was like, this is like a low quality image. And then I was like, more than that, it's straight up AI. Like the most obvious way to show this, hold on. The most obvious way to show this is, let's get down in the corner here. Take a good look. Take a good look at this, look, the bottom right foot of this table, okay? Notice the bottom right foot of this table. Now take a look on the other side at the bottom left-hand one. Notice that they're completely different. The one on the right has more of a rough-hewn, sort of taken out of the woods and shaped a bit. And then the one on the left has a, clearly has been planed down to a degree and is flat and smooth, like a multi-tier. You can tell, but even if you wanted to be like, well, guy, listen, man, like, let's just say you wanted to be like, listen, bro, like the table just has different legs because it's ramshackle. And it's like, okay, where are the back legs? Where are the back legs, friends? Where are the back legs on the table? So there's no back legs on the table. And if you look down in the bottom right-hand corner, like behind the leg, you can see what looks like, I don't know. I have no idea what it's supposed to be. But, like, it's one thing at first when you just look at it and you go, it feels off. And it feels kind of crappy, low-res, garbagey. And you just be like, well, maybe someone slapped together something real quick. But they AI generated the base image for this and then just lazily slapped on the Magic card artwork. Actually, yeah, look at the TV. Wait a minute. What's going on? What's going on with the TV? Look behind the picture. First of all, the Lara Croft tube picture isn't properly centered. Like, it's not properly centered. Look at that. It's not perfectly in the middle because on the left-hand side, the bar is thinner than on the right-hand side. And in the bottom right-hand corner is higher up than the bottom left-hand corner if you look at it, even accounting for the fact that the tube curves and gets fatter. And then there's the, what's behind the, like, okay, so this is the TV that's playing this Lara Croft shit. What's the white behind it? What's the white? Is that a poltergeist? Is that a poltergeist? Matthias, the table's built into the wall. Listen, let me tell you something, buddy. Let me tell you something, okay? I don't need you traumatizing me. Hold on, let me. I don't need you traumatizing me, reminding me of the time that I lived in the crappiest building I've ever lived in my whole life, where literally they had like taken tables, cut them in half, and they were glued to the wall. They were glued to the wall. Okay, anyways, let me put that image back up. I'm getting triggered. All right. No controls on the TV, says Nathan. You're right. It doesn't look like there's any controls on the TV. Oh my God. So yeah, they put this up and people started tearing them apart. I imagine, like, I didn't go and find the list of every issue that people had with it, because as soon as I saw the legs, I was like, it's AI. You can't argue this isn't AI. As soon as you see the two legs, everything else, you can save them with the controllers. Let's see if we can get closer in on the controllers here. Let me zorp in a bit. Enhance. Like, see, when you look at the controllers, they may look kind of crappy, for real. They look kind of crappy, but it's just like, that's not enough to be like, yo, is this AI, bro? Like, it's enough to be like, yo, this is poor quality crap. Step your efforts up. But man, look at that. The rug looks weird too. Look at this. Look at the circle pattern in the rug. What cheap garbage rug would this be, bro? Gray, is the title true? Yeah, it is, buddy. Yeah, it is. What up, Leroy? Oh, Millmaster Gray comes in. Is the title true? And Millmaster's like, it is. And have a membership. Have a membership. So, yeah. You know what, Error? I'm actually going to go ahead and say, I see what you're saying. You've got the old school TV and these new controllers, but we live in the era of like retro hipsters who are all like, check it out. My Nintendo's also a toaster. And I have a $7,000 cooling system inside my GameCube. So you totally could. And they're also like, check out this vintage boob tube from the old era. I just love the glow. I love sitting in the glow of it. Oh, it makes me feel so warm. And it's like, you're fake. You're a fake little mustache twirling hipster, and the mug you're drinking from in your video is empty, and I can see it, and I hate every fake inch of it. So yeah, the artworks, these are all artwork we're going to see on Magic cards. So that's not AI generated artwork, although it is like, what do you call it? Downscaled, I guess, when you make it all gritty and garbalicious. Garbolioed. Tea is good. Scorba guy says the human eye can always tell when something's off. Might not realize exactly what, but it can tell. You're right, bro. You're right. Our subconscious is way more aware of things than our conscious is. So it just goes, yo, something ain't right. Like when I saw the picture first, my gut just went, it's an ugly picture. And I already knew that it had AI artwork in it because the title had already said that. So there was no, like, if I had seen this without knowing it was AI art, my gut reaction would have been, Wizards is going for an old school den vibe with this, but man, did they cheap out on the artwork. And then you look at the table legs and go, wow, yeah, cheaping out for real. Zero is as cheap as it can get, man. Controllers with no buttons, with just buttons, no stick and D-pad. You know what? Cheap, I've seen cheap controllers that are like that with basically like 4 buttons on each side and no sticks as well. So, yeah, when it comes down to specific, and I don't know, man, maybe you don't actually want to specifically represent an exact controller. I've got, our shower curtain is video game controllers, but they're all like knockoff video game controllers because I'm guessing, I think we got it from like, it was like a video game bundle from GameStop where it's got like a washcloth and everything else that's all video game themed. And all the controllers look similar to real controllers, but not 100% the same. So it might actually, for a $1 billion company, they might not want to be copying Sony's property like their controllers or whatever else, right? I don't know about that part. Clearly it doesn't matter when you just have an AI crap out garbage, right? It's wild. The table legs. It's funny that Wizards keeps doing it because, I mean, honestly, let's be real. What do they stand to lose by doing this? All that's going to happen is I'm going to come out and make fun of them over it and stuff, where I go, look at this, right? Like, I'm going to mention this in a video too, for sure, because I'm going to talk about the Tomb Raider secret lair, and I'm going to be like, yo, check it out, there's a Tomb Raider secret lair. Also, check it out, Wizards is clueless, and they went this route to market it, where they used AI, blatantly AI artwork. And good job, by the way, guys, picking up on extra items that I did not notice. Doomblade's membership message says, crazy how AI art is. You plan on playing Ixalan on Arena? I am tonight, but working and lurking. Bro, I don't play Arena because Arena is too frustrating for me. I don't like it. I find that it's lacking all the enjoyable parts of human interaction in playing Magic, and there's just enough frustrations in there and intentional frustrations as well, that it just, meh. I'm not playing Arena for the time being, bro. If things change with Arena, then I'll come back because I got a bunch of stuff on my account. But for now, my rule is if I ever find myself playing a game and I'm not having fun, I have to stop and evaluate. Am I not having fun because the game is challenging and I have to overcome that frustration? Like, for example, when I was playing a difficult Mega Man game and I go, you know what, bro? I'm getting angry. This game is cheap. It's pissing me off. It's bullshit. I deserve better than this. Like, this is nonsense. Whatever. And then you walk away, but then you come back and go, okay, the game is tough, but it's also fair. It's not going to pull weird, cheap crap on you. Once you understand the rules and you can play it properly, you can beat these enemies. You can get power-ups. You can learn about the world. And overcoming in that fashion is incredibly satisfying. But Arena doesn't really offer that for me. It doesn't give me the most enjoyable parts of Magic's experience. So Arena's great if you want to play Magic at 3 a.m, something like that. It's awesome. But for my current magical desires, it's not scratching the itch, bro. Leroy, there's already edits. If you go on Reddit, people have already edited in the N64 Croft jugs. What up, Al? How you doing, bro? Plaid says it really matches the fake wood paneling. That's real wood paneling. Can't you tell your AI real wood, bro? It's pretty wild, man. It's pretty wild. My favorite Mega Man is Mega Man X. I'm currently mucking about with Mega Man 20XX on Steam because I got that however long ago, and for some reason I just ended up getting into it. So that's what I'm vibing on now, and I'm getting pretty far. I'm getting close to the end of that one, so might be time to be moving on to a new game. What up, Jugglem? How you doing? Greg, the table's literally 18 inches off the ground maximum. Yeah, that's true too. But you know what? Impractical, stupid furniture is a thing. I've seen ridiculous furniture concepts and a low to the ground, like, big table that's going to hold your heavy TV. I mean, they used to build like TVs into tables and stuff. So for me, that doesn't say AI at all. That just says weird furniture design choice, you know? There's certain things where you just go, meh, artistic choice, whatever else, and other things where you go, literal garbage. And while I personally wouldn't own a table like this, because what the hell's the point? It doesn't scream anything to me, you know? The rug's the cheap plastic layout for Twister. It's all off kilter, man. It's all off kilter. Oh, Magic the Gathering. They keep making dumb choices, but hell, I love playing the game. And you know what else I like? I like the fact that you can still sell some of your Magic cards, because I'm going to Toronto at the end of the month for my birthday, and I'm looking forward to selling off some buy lists and some cards to have some birthday funnage. It's going to be good. It's going to be good. I'm going to go and hit up Medieval Times. So yeah, whatever. So I wish Wizards would manage Magic better. I'll tell you that. It's fun making fun of them. But it's also fun when Magic's just good and you're having a good time, right? Imagine using an RF adapter. Are the RF adapters, like, I don't know the names of them. Are those, I used to call them the two prongers. They have two little fork prongs. Setting a video game system was so annoying. You used to have a fucking screwdriver, right? And you'd have to screw these little forks onto the back of the TV. I feel like I'm a million years old when I think about it. When I think back to giant TVs and punching VCRs and stuff, I'm like, my bones are dust. I'm the oldest. I'm the oldest thing that ever lived. Al, did I get a birthday card from you? Not yet. Not yet. Remembrance Day was yesterday. 2 days ago. Remembrance Day was Saturday. I can't remember it. Anyways, it was on Saturday. And what that does in Canada is it creates a government holiday on Monday. So today was a government holiday, and that means there wasn't any mail delivered. And whenever there's a holiday like that, it slows things down. So yeah, I don't know when it's going to show up, but the good news is my birthday's not until the end of the month. So still got plenty of time. Still got plenty of time for it to arrive. See you later, Leroy. All the tape is different widths. That's funny. But I mean, I hang up posters with whatever, bro. Random chunks of tape crammed under it, or like poorly done tape jobs. That just says normal to me, man. Like the way that I put stuff up triggers people who have OCD, because everything I put up is like slightly tilted, slightly off kilter. I don't think I've ever hung a picture or poster like perfectly straight. James P., I'm younger than you. Well, then you're older than old, bro. Who buys a poster then ruins it with tape on the front? Dumb kids. Like, for real. Do you not get what they're doing here? Yo, hey, remember when you were a kid? You remember when you were a kid and you played video games on the big old TV in your parents' basement and you weren't worried about the collectible value of things and you would just tear the poster out of your fucking Nintendo Power without even thinking to unclasp the fucking staples first because you're a kid and you just want it up on the wall, so you don't think to yourself, well, let me do it perfectly and put the tape on the back. I don't know about you guys, but lazily taped up, I can't wait to have it on the wall crap like this is exactly what I did when I was a kid. Like, fucking one hundo. You're telling me that these kids playing video games, like, what do you think this is? Some fucking hardcore future game nerds techno den? Come on, man. Come on. Come on. Do they deliver Canadian Post on Saturday? No. That's crazy. In the US, you guys get it on Saturday and everything as well. It's nutty. I ruined a whole bunch of things with tape. You don't even think about it while you're putting it up, man. You put it up and then later when you go to take it down, you're like, oh, but half the time when you're taking it down, you don't care anyways, because as a kid, you're not storing it for the future. You don't think of the future. Error, you remember being a kid and putting up posters, try to put it perfect because you didn't want it ruined by a sloppy job? Well, I'm glad I had a fucking childhood and didn't stress out about that shit. You know what I did? I slapped it on the wall. You know what was different between our fucking childhood? You wasted your fucking time on something that didn't matter, and I didn't. I win. I'm glad that I did not have that fucking issue. Slap it on the wall, who fucking cares? I got the poster of Mario or whatever it is. Just fucking slap it up. Psst, whatever, man. I was not that fastidious. Shane, you remember upgrading your TV? You used to play Atari and NES to a color TV? Oh, fancy ponger. Fancy ponger. But yeah, man, I don't know. I still just like hastily slap crap together. It's just always been my style. I play Minecraft and I was like, yo, I'm going to build a really nice base this time. That's what I said. That's what I said. If you look at my base right now, it is ugly. Everything is jammed against everything. Here's my wither spawning area. Here's this arcane sanctum. They're all just jammed onto the lawn like car parts, bro. And I wanted to build a nuclear reactor, and it's like huge. And I'm like, okay, what am I gonna do? Am I gonna put it outside the city? If I do that, I gotta clear cut all this forest and stuff. And then I went, just put it in the air. It's like, what? just stack dirt on top of your house until you get enough blocks up, and then just build a gigantic reactor fucking floating in the air supported by nothing above your house. It will look awful, but who cares? And that's exactly what I did. Because I don't care. Life is short, and guess what? Hanging something perfect, it don't stop the specter of death from coming for your ball bag. So, whatever! Yeah, I've never hung a poster straight. Who cares? Just tape it up. What are you gonna take them? You're gonna take them to the grave with you? I'm gonna sell them back on eBay for a premium. I mean, I guess there's nothing wrong with actually taking good care of your stuff. That's actually why, like, a bunch of the prints I have that I hung up, I left in the little plastic wrapping bag thing they came in because I was like, well, then when I take them down, I use the hell are they called? Carly got them. They're actually amazing. It's incredible. It feels like future technology because it's so stupid and simple and it works. Um, I used to know the name of them. They're weird little stickers. They're double-sided stickers with a rounded tab. You stick them to the wall, and then the other side sticks to whatever picture or whatever. They're like pull tabs. And when you go to take them down, you just pull sideways out. And when you do that, as long as you like pull directly sideways or whatever, I don't know through what sort of elven magic, but it literally is just like, I will pull off the wall without even damaging the paint. It's like, what? What kind of witchcraft is this? Those are pretty neat. Those are pretty neat. Millmaster, you still have the first poster you ever bought with your own money in the 80s? Oh, wait, no, you're just talking about the scenario. The scenario I was talking about. So, yeah, it's, I don't remember what the hell they're called, but Carly likes them. You can get hooks and stuff. We use them around here. They're great. They are great. What up, Kenny? How you doing, buddy? Yeah, thinking back, I don't know if there's too much from the past that I wouldn't care so much about having the posters back in the day, but having a collection of the old Nintendo Powers, get nostalgic for that. You know what I got nostalgic for today actually was Shadowrun. Man, I saw the artwork for the black cover book where you have like I think he's like an elven decker and he's jacked in, and then you have this like techno mage and she's got a gun and one hand's up with magic ready to go, and they're like there's like a gangbangers driving by and they're firing at him. And like, bro, I remember playing Shadowrun with my friends and stuff, all that. A lot of fun memories of playing dope RPGs. I'm like, man, I wish I had the old like Shadowrun book to thumb through and maybe even make a character for old time's sake. Shadowrun was cool, man. That was a fun RPG. The Super Nintendo game was banger. I never really played uh, I never really played the Genesis version. I think I might have played it a little bit and then realized it wasn't the one I was looking for because the Super Nintendo one is the best. Clayton, errors uncovered your truth. He knows you're a song bot. Joggle him, yeah, you like that Shadowrun action, bro. Melmaster, you found a few Scry earlier today. Alliances era, nice, and a '93 TSR catalog. That's cool. That's cool. Al, you can't wait until I have body pillows so that you can get one to have an awkward conversation whenever you bring a woman over. That's pretty funny. That's pretty good. Plaid, you spent a whole night making characters, then OD'd on homemade drugs. I remember making all kinds of different characters. Um, Sometimes I would make sacrifices just 100% based on role playing choices, where you'd pick spells that you'd never normally pick, spells that like let you clean and stuff. I'm like, what kind of spells would you actually like if you weren't just focused on making like a character who had powers in the game and would come in handy. Like, just think about what would actually be dope. And there's this like one spell that like auto cleans your clothes and like makes them look nice or whatever. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure I remember a spell like that. And I'm like, oh, bro, I would like that'd be amazing. Magic that makes it so you don't have to do your own laundry, bro. That's valuable magic. I remember I always like magicians and shit. So I made a street shaman who like had an inheritance of like $1 million and spent half of it buying this super kitted out techno van that had like a medical bed in it, even to like help heal up my friends if they got hurt in battle and stuff. And then after I left, they let awful things happen to my character, and I was just like, you guys suck. You guys suck. Doomblade with the super chat says, you know what's crazy? There's no big feeling of release of this set. It's like, okay, what's next now? And the set isn't even out. I remember how influential these big sets were back in the day. You know what, bro? I think I know what you're talking about. Like, I think the best way to describe it is to imagine, like, you have 3 meals a day, and you have enough space between the meals that you're looking forward to the next meal, where you're like, okay, man, I haven't had anything to eat for a while. Like, I wonder what we're having for lunch after you had breakfast or whatever, right? And then you have 4 or 5 hours, and you're like, okay, cool. Now what's for dinner? And you had some space in between. But now you're at like a never-ending all-you-can-eat buffet, and like all the food, even the most amazing food in the world, becomes endless and empty. The same way that like when you scroll too long on something like Twitter, the most pointless news and the most earth-shattering news all blend into like insensate nonsense, right? Thanks for the super chat, bro. And yeah, you're right. It's because we have a nonstop deluge of product, and if you're somebody who's really connected in, then yeah. Actually, it's funny. When I talked today in the video about how one of my friends came out to the pre-release, they they cracked open the pack and were like, "Yo, this land is like a token." But after like a minute, they're like, "Oh, Jurassic Park land. That's kind of cool." And they're like, "This land looks like a token." And like within a minute of having opened the pre-release kit and going, "The cards are garbagey," talking about all that, they went, "Magic's stupid now," and I just started laughing. Just like completely unprompted. I didn't ask her opinion, right? This is somebody who played Magic like over a decade ago and is just like, yo, I played Magic like a decade ago, and then life took me in other directions, and I miss it, and I remember having a good time, and I'd like to go back and recapture some of those good times, right? So I want to get back into playing Magic, right? So to go down, crack open the kit, and within a minute be like, this game's dumb now. It's like, yeah, and to be like spend a significant amount of money on an event and then feel the card quality and go like, yo, why is this gritty garbage? It's wild. It's wild. Oh, magazines and stuff, man, from the old days are sweet. One day I want to have every Inquest scry, like all of them, right? I have a decent collection of those magazines, but I don't have all of them. I have to make a list of which ones I have and which ones I don't. One day I will fill out the collection. I know I have like Inquest #1, but I don't think I have #1 from either of them. Some of them have like their covers torn off and stuff because I just got them from game stores that were like, yo, I found this in the basement when I bought the store. I'm about to throw it out. And I'm like, can I have that, man? Like, seriously. It's like, oh yeah, no, it's garbage to me. It's like, not to me. Not to me. Nostalgic memories plus the tie into the whole channel together. Pretty sweet. Pretty sweet. Speaking of sweet, yo, Carly got us wax sealing kits for like letters. You know when you like press your fucking stamp into it? She found one. They were clearing them out or whatever. So she got one with a fucking letter M and some wax that came with it for like $4, bro. The kits are normally like $20-25, but they're just like, we're getting rid of them. So it's like, hell yeah. M for me, M for Magic Historian. That works. That works. Al, you're happy you missed the pre-release events? Fair enough. I'm glad I went. I could have gone on Sunday too. My buddy messaged me. It was like, yo, you want to come on Sunday as well? But I was asleep when he messaged me. I slept in. I don't know if it's like the switch over to like it getting dark early or whatever, but I've been sleeping more. I took a nap this afternoon, or I guess this evening. And now I'm like wide awake, 100%. DeVoe, you're going to Medieval Times in Christmas when you go. Nice, buddy. Nice. I'm excited. I'm going to we're actually going to document it. We're going to record it. I've been meaning to do vlogs, like that kind of stuff, like videos of going places and doing stuff. And I've been recording footage of that nature for like a year now, but no videos have ever been made with any of it. So starting like with the trip to Medieval Times, I want to actively make these videos and get them done. And Carly's going to help me with that. She's like going to edit them and do whatever as well. So that's coming. I'm going to actually film a bunch. I'm going to learn how to make fun like vlog style videos for this channel. And I'm looking forward to it. And it's a fun way to it's a fun way as well to chronicle stuff me and Carly did like together. Like our wedding's up on this channel. That's what I said to her. I was like, yo, I want to make these vlog videos. And we just haven't been making them. But I want to make them so that we have a chronicle of stuff that we've done and we can actually see it. So when we're like, I said to her, I'm like, I don't remember what we had at Medieval Times 10 years ago. But if we had a video, we could real quick watch it like boom, boom, boom. And it can be fun and entertain other people too. We can share our enjoyment, right? I'm a fun enough guy that people watch what is the equivalent nowadays of a fucking, of like slideshow clips, you know? Like the photo projectors. Yeah, my girl, did I pull anything I want to put in my cube? Oh yeah, I did. I already put it in my cube. I'd show you, but I already put it in my cube today, actually. Because we're going, because I'm going to Medieval Times at the end of the month, but I'm also going to the face-to-face magic event before the end of the month. So I'm going to go ahead and, sorry, I'm losing my fucking train of thought here for a second. I'm going to go ahead and make sure that my cube is ready to go. Nathan says, taking bets on how quickly Hatch uses mushroom Bro, I ain't putting my dong anywhere near no burn and wax, man. No burn and wax. When I was young and stupid and didn't understand like how like melted wax and fire and everything works, I was in my parents' basement and I had a plate where it was like, if you take candle wax and you just like toss matchsticks into the fucking candle wax on a plate, it acts like a wick. But I just had a big flame. I'm down in my parents' basement. Like, I wasn't a pyromaniac or anything, setting things on fire all the time. But I'm down there like a moron, right? And I'm down in the basement. I've got this flaming plate, and it's getting hot. And it's like right above my fucking dick, basically. Like, I don't have it sitting on my junk. It's on a fucking thick blanket. But I can feel the heat on my junk. And I'm like, this is uncomfortable. I gotta do something. I'm like blowing on the plate, like trying to blow the plate out. And that's when I realized you can't blow a flaming plate of fucking candle wax out, friends. You can't fucking do that, right? So what's my fucking genius move? What's my brilliant move? Take the fucking blanket and use it to smother the flames. Otherwise known in other circles as set your fucking blanket on fire and fill your basement bedroom with smoke like an idiot. And yeah, so long story short, I burnt the blanket and spilt fucking flaming hot candle wax, like not on my junk, on like my pajamas or whatever, but it soaked through my junk. And I was just like, ah! And to this day, anytime I see like one of those stupid movies where they're like dripping candle wax, ooh, ooh, I'm like, fuck you, that shit hurts and it sucks. I don't know anybody would like that. Fuck your stupid weak ass bullshit little BDSM nonsense, right? So no, you don't fucking put your dick near anything that goes on fire, man. Well, maybe you do, because then you can ruin it and not fucking propagate further, and you can, Darwin yourself kind of deal. But I don't. Jess, I would call nonsense on you, but I mean, life is full of nonsense, so it's probably true. It's probably true. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Hold on, we got to do some more whispering for Bo while he's asleep listening to the stream. Tomorrow at work, put a cucumber in somebody's butt when they're not expecting it, and say you're just going the extra mile for customer service. All right, there we go. We've subliminally implanted. He works with groceries, so he's gonna give somebody the daily special. See, the thing about a cucumber is you got to squeeze it to see how firm it is. And, you can use your hand to squeeze, but the problem is, look at your hand. Your hand's not a ring. You know what is a ring? Your butthole. So if you want to get a perfect squeeze on a cucumber, you got to jam it in your ass. Because if you just use your hands, you might not squeeze as hard up here, right? This isn't as powerful as your butthole. So you jam it in there. And if it doesn't stand up to your butt, then it's not good enough for your mouth. So it's called the 2-hole test. If it's not good enough for the 1 hole, then it's not good enough for the second. Now, you might get kicked out of the grocery store. Hey, what up, DJ Longhair? Speaking of the 2-hole test, how you doing? He likes fucking rules. He's probably have 15 rules for how you have to insert the cucumber into you, bro. When you were a kid, you learned that ping pong balls are highly flammable. They're filled with a gas to make them bounce better. I didn't know that. So we going to poke holes in ping pong balls and suck the gas out? Is that what we're doing? I'm telling you right now, nobody else on fucking Earth has ever proposed that cucumber freshness test. So you guys are witnessing unique creations here, just so you know. We could all just be opening boosters and going, there's the 17th dwarven dick flinger that we've got. Or we could be elevating humanity to the next level by creating the 2-hole test live. You can tell your fucking grandchildren that you were here for this. What up, Thoth? They're too lassie to hire a human artist? Like the dog? Cucumbers can be dangerous. There must be rules. Hell yeah, cucumbers can be dangerous, man. You know what? Put a cucumber in the freezer and then fucking beat somebody to death with it while it's frozen and then let it thaw and eat it. And it'd be like, good luck DNA testing the inside of my stomach, coppers. I'm going to kill people with fucking cucumbers. And I'm going to eat the cucumbers. And I'm going to eat the bodies, too. And then there's going to be no evidence. None of it. Except the throne of bones that I will make out of my victims. Bo Falcon's gonna... Yeah, you're going to get fired tomorrow. He needs a job. Who's going to fucking... Starting to GoFundMe for Bo. He's going to be jobless for cucumber button. Cuke button. You're just committed to freshness, bro. You just want to make sure that the freshness is the bestness. Am I right? Am I right? Oh, man. What a universe. I do love absurd humor. What can I say? Shot, are you scarred yourself setting Play-Doh on fire? You madman. I've got scars on both my wrists from where they got cut with glass when I used to dig in the backyard with my hands. I got cut a bunch of times. DJ Longhair's got openings for cucumber testers. Yeah, you're going to read that in the newspaper. Opening for cucumber testers. And they're going to show up and be like, I'm here for the job opening. I don't think the posting said job opening. My butthole counts as an opening. What? Yes, it's your choice. You can either put a cucumber in there, or you can stick your arm all the way up there and take a cucumber out. If you've been to like the 7-Eleven and you've seen the take a penny, leave a penny tray, it's like my butt, but with cucumbers. Oh. Did you ever melt army men on light bulbs? Nope, never did that one. Never did that one. Peterson, you had to put a poster up to hide your wall punching? Oh, you are a rage machine, bro. The good old cucumber test. What's even funnier to me is like the next news video that I do on the Magic Historian is specifically going to reference this live stream. Hey, if you want to know more about the AI situation, and then the first part of the stream about that, and then it'll just be like, you might want to tune out before the part about cucumbers. Thoth, Wizards using AI art makes other card games look better again? I mean, let's be honest. Isn't everybody going to use AI art? Isn't that the way it's just going to go? Isn't that the sad truth? Once AI art gets good enough that you can't easily point it out and it just looks like regular generic Magic artwork, that's what they'll go with. Why wouldn't they? Every time we push this button, it saves us $1,000, boss. So do you want us to press this button or hire artists? It's like, no, we hire artists for particular secret layers now, and that's it. Right? Doomblade says, I know Hulking Raptor is definitely in your cube. You're right. Stealing the board and speaking truth. And actually, you saying Hulking Raptor made me remember one of the other cards I put in the cube. And that was the Ghalta. I put in the Ghalta. I put in Get Lost because I got the funky pirate version of Get Lost. Well, where's the box? You know what? Hold on. Let me finish reading your super chat. I know Hulking Raptor is definitely in your cube. That card's so dumb. 5/4 for 4 with Ward 2 and 2 green mana. What even is Magic? Yeah, bro, I know. I was talking about it with my buddy, the creator of Double Strike, right? The guy I'm going to Toronto with at the end of the month. We were talking about Hulking Raptor and how insane it is. All right, you have claimed the board back, Doomblade. I think that I was mucking about. Oh, it's right. It's literally right here. I'm bad for seeing things that are right in my face, man. There's a lot of stuff I can pick up, but apparently observing things in my general location. Okay, so let's see. What did we put in here? Nope, that's Carpenna. Carpenna! Ooh, you're beautiful. Wait. Now I'm confused. Oh, I must have shoved them around. Okay, never mind. I intermixed them, but I got some that I didn't. Okay, so you were right. Hulking Raptor. Ghalta the Stampede Tyrant. Like I said, the funky Get Lost. I got one of those in foil. And then you've got Preacher of the Schism, which is bonkers. It's 3 mana for a 2/4 with Death Touch. Whenever it attacks, if you're attacking your opponent and they have more life than you make a 1/1. Or if you're tied, you make a 1/1. And then when it's attacking, if you have the most life or are tied, then you draw a card and lose a life. So if you attack when you're both at like 20 with this, I make a 1/1. I draw a card and lose a life. It's dumb, and it's a 2/4 Death Touch. And then Kite Sail Larcenist, who is a 2/3 flying Ward 1 pirate. When it enters the battlefield, it turns one of your opponent's artifacts or creatures into a treasure token for as long as this guy is out. So, pretty solid. Takes away their abilities, makes them into a treasure token. Very, very solid. Nate, you melted a Superman figure on a light bulb. You're playing with him, had him fly into the top of the lamp and forgot about him. I have melted a pair of rubber galoshes, rubber boots, when I was in Boy Scouts, when we were winter camping. It was so cold. So I'm right up by the fire pit, and I had my feet resting against the fire pit, and I didn't realize, this is melting my boots, until I pulled them away, and a big part of the front part of each of the boots had melted to the fire pit. And I was like, oh, shit. Lost those boots anyways because I ended up getting really sick. Turns out I was allergic to the hay that they put under. We're sleeping out in the fucking snow. The hay that's under the sleeping bag made me sick. And I started throwing up in the snow. They sent me home. So someone else had to pack my shit up, which meant my shit was packed by some dumb kid who didn't care and I didn't get all my stuff. No Cavern of Lost Souls, didn't get one. I was only able to get like some pre-release kits. I got a couple pre-release kits and a bundle. That's my limit. I don't have like Magic's expensive, so I don't have a ton of disposable income. Things are getting more expensive. The money to spend on that is very limited, so the number of packs I can open are very limited. If I had my way, I'd be like, I'm gonna grab like 4 booster boxes. I'll grab like 2 set booster boxes, a collector booster box, a bundle. Like I'd go ham if I was rich as hell, but I'm not. So I live within what to most Magic players probably a very small budget. But that's okay. That's all right. Wonder who will survive the Millennium Calendar. Somebody had that in the pre-release I was at. He didn't get it all the way up. He didn't get it all the way up to 1,000, but that is fun. Fun and dumb. Big goofy numbers are enjoyable. Yeah, Magor, you still wish you'd get a Cavern of Lost Souls for your Worm deck? Well, keep waiting, buddy. Keep waiting. Wait for all the Ixalan to get cracked. Yeah, I'm sure it'll drive the price down. How would it not? How would it not, right? All right, hold on. You gotta do some more for Bo. Go nibble on some kid's ear, Bo. You're going to jail. Forget the cucumber stuff. Go chew on a kid's ear and go, I choose you as you chew his ear. Jesus. So stupid. Oh, that's funny. If everyone's going to use AI art, who does the artist credit go to? What do you mean? You know how Middle Earth has Middle Earth Enterprises at the bottom of the card? You know how all the Doctor Who stuff has the Doctor Who thing down at the bottom? Like, it'll just say Wizards of the Coast. The company. The company. It won't be credited to an artist unless they want to try and pretend like what Wizards is going to do and be like, actually, we do have artists painting these. And they're just lying. And they have AI people just, okay, our AI cranks out these artwork, but we have them technically add a stroke or two to each card so we can be like, well, they're actually a creation by this guy. Wow, he does every artwork? Well, no, he goes by 40 different names. They're all pseudonyms. So many freaking treatments of Caverns of Souls still can't get retro framed. They're waiting to do that for a secret layer or something. I wouldn't be surprised. Very little surprises me when it comes to Magic anymore, bro. It's a wild ride right now. It's hilarious that they use this AI artwork and thought nobody would notice. Like the person who put it together. Whoever put this together is so lazy they just didn't care. They generated a bunch of pictures and went, yep, that one looks good. Look, it's a table with video game controllers. Nobody will have a problem with this. Like 2 hours later, delete it. Oh my God, we look like idiots. We look like fools. Oh, silliness. Any of you guys seen that Five Nights at Freddy's movie? Me and Carly are going to be checking that one out. Admittedly, I have pretty low expectations. I don't care about horror movies. Five Nights at Freddy's is a very shallow property, and who cares about it because it's ice cold. It was hot years ago. Like years, it's crazy. It's like if I came out today and was like, bro, I've got cutting edge tech for fidget spinners. And you'd be like, sorry, what? Bro, did you say fidget spinners? What fucking year is this? You know? The arts are slowly becoming lifeless in a way. You know what? Life, I don't necessarily disagree with you, right? There's a lot like there's a lot of corporate stuff that already felt fake and sterile, and AI adds fake, sterile, and wrong to the mix, right? Thoth, you liked it? Well, that's good. I think Carly will like it more than me. She was into it more than me. Made a lot of money for its budget? Well, that's good. Doomblade, the movie's actually decent. You think I'd like it? All right, well, but you know what? This is heartening to a degree because I'm pretty cynical, and I expected it to not be good. Don't go into it expecting a horror movie. Oh, that's even better. I hate horror movies, so that's fine by me. Well, maybe hate is a strong word because I don't hate horror movies. I'm mostly indifferent. Al, Willy's Wonderland is hilarious. There's something like mentally wrong with Nicolas Cage in that movie. Like the fact that the animatronics are alive and attack is wild. And like Nicolas Cage is not a normal person in that movie. There is something genuinely mentally wrong with him. But that makes it even better. The fact that he just goes on break and does all that stuff when it's like, because the employer told him to. Yeah, the employer left you there to die. Like, he left you in there with monsters and guess I'll just go take my break. And it's like, what? But it made it like more entertaining for sure. Weird choices that made the movie more entertaining. And at the end, I'm like, girl, why are you going with this man? Don't go with him. He's severely mentally ill. It took very little provocation for him to attack that animatronic. He has anger issues. He has problems. So good, man. If Five Nights at Freddy isn't a horror movie, that's good. That's a step in the right direction for me. Yeah, Willy's Wonderland was fun. I watched that one and went, all right, this is entertaining. I was definitely entertained by it. I'm also enjoying the Injustice comic book series. It sucks that I screwed up and read the Injustice Year 1 and then went to Injustice 2 instead of going the way I was supposed to, which is Year 1, Year 2, Year 3, Year 4, Year 5, Year 6, and then Ground Zero, then number 2. It's like, oops. Hell, there might even be more after Ground Zero before you get to number 2. Because I finished Year 5 and it was like, now you do Ground Zero. And I'm like, what? What? It has some horror moments in it, but as a whole, not horror. Yeah, well, that's fine. I mean, it's got crazy animatronics and stuff. And I know I've seen back in the craze of Five Nights at Freddy years ago, like years and years ago. I don't know, was that like... That was before I was even on YouTube. So that would have been like 7 or 8 years ago at least. That's why it feels so old, right? I remember once upon a time I thought YouTube was just for music, just to watch music videos. And then Carly showed me there's other stuff, and we found a bunch of different things to watch. And we got into watching Five Nights at Freddy's videos, people playing it, and all the game theory stuff behind it and whatever. And like she was right into it, and I was enjoying it too. It wasn't like the most amazing stuff, but I was like, you know what, this is fun. And I do like the fact that the whole Five Nights at Freddy's exists because the guy who made the game originally just wanted to make a kids game. And he made the kids game, and people were dicks. They were like, yo, this looks like crap. Like, these things are horrifying. This is terrible. And the guy was just like, you know what? Screw that. You want to see horrifying? I'll show you horrifying. So, like, that's what he made Five Nights at Freddy's, like, out of spite, basically. Like an eat my bag maneuver. And then it turned into this huge thing. And the internet hype is what built it up, too. Five Nights at Freddy's would have gone down as a middle of the road, whatever game if it hadn't had this huge phenomena around it on the internet. Where, I mean, I even ended up playing it. I tried it. So, it's crazy how that works. Yeah, McGraw, you've seen VTubers playing it? Well, more and more there's going to be VTubers. Less and less you're going to see fucking humans, and more you're going to see little anime senpais. Wait until I'm a fucking VTuber, guys. I'll be like, Nani, welcome to the fucking hentai tentacle stream. Moosh senpai. Oh, he. And it will always look happy, so you guys won't have to fucking worry. And then people can make fucking Yuri. That's right, Jugglum. Doomblade. Yep, Markiplier was one of the big YouTubers that fucking made a big impact as well, for sure. For sure. I don't know who all of the people were, but he was definitely one of them. So yeah, I'll go the VTuber route, and then you guys will have an even harder time explaining how you watch my stuff. You'll be like, yo, what the hell are you watching? Who's this little anime guy telling you to fuck your mother, bro? What is this? I saw a video today for a pizza vending machine. And I'm like, pizza vending machine is cool until you see the pizza that comes out of it. And you're like, this looks like crap. This looks like crap. I don't want no garbagey looking food, right? Who wants that? Who wants that? Not I. Man, it seems like the more that we watch Star Trek Voyager, the more that they constantly have problems with like the transporters, right? Sandwich, yeah, it is. You're right. You saw it. Teferi says, Old Wizard is your VTuber. Oh, you know what? Fair enough. That would, you know what? That is pretty similar, isn't it? When I first started out and Carly made that little wizard guy to be my proxy on the screen when I wasn't on the screen at the very, very beginning. I forgot all about that. And he went on his own fucking adventures and shit, too. Banging the Pixie Queen and stuff. Man. That was a million years ago. Wow. I really did forget about that. The wizard! Yeah, man. Japan does have a lot of cool stuff, Sandwich. I agree. Millmaster, yeah, I mean, it's true. You could say the same thing if if you lived in a garbage dump and only ate scraps of, like, moldy bread off the ground, you'd be super stoked to eat from a vending machine. So it's just like, yeah, hey, listen, man, that vending machine pizza, it may not look that good, but if you lowered your standards considerably, then it would. Like, that's true. That applies to, like, fucking everything. Right? Oh, the VTuber thing, I get it. These people who are like more comfortable just looking at a little animated character on the screen. They always look happy. They don't age. They don't have any flaws or whatever. But fuck that. You got to deal with me and how I look. I ain't gonna be no VTuber. Oh, moosh, moosh. 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 Doomblade says, saw a damn 10-year-old Fortnite emoting at the end movie song. It's kind of cringe as well. Oh, in some ways, I'm not ready for this future. Thanks for the super chat, Doomblade. Oh, what a universe, my friends. There was a Black Mirror episode of YouTubers. I don't know. I haven't seen it. I haven't seen that much. A lot of things that have like YouTubers or TikTokers or influencers in it, it's just like, it's so fucking cringy, and I'm just like, oh my god. And it settles in that like, this is the dream that a ton of kids have. They want like this job to the point where people tell me about how their kids like line up their stuffed animals and tell their stuffed animals to like and subscribe, and they do videos for their stuffed animals and stuff. And I'm like, this is nutty. Kids used to want to be firemen and policemen, and now they just want to run their mouth on the internet. I just want to run my mouth and have people listen to me. I mean, says the guy who runs his mouth and has people listening to him. I mean, I get why you want it. It's fun. It's fun. Went to an anime convention in college and they had a hentai dubbing contest. That's funny. That's funny. Yeah, McGraw, you're gonna make a VTuber avatar that's sad and fat. I would just make it stand right out. Glad we're so close to ouch my balls. You're not wrong, bro. You're not wrong. Millmaster, you gonna go there? Are you gonna make pancakes? Are you gonna make pancakes there, bro? Yeah, hentai dubbing contest sounds like a lot of fun, actually. Man, internet's so weird. I saw one of those crime interview videos, and I don't know if I caught all the details 100%, but it looked like it was some dude who had like millions of followers on like Instagram or whatever, and he was just some tattooed up dude. And like he killed some other guy because that guy had pictures of them doing stuff together. And he didn't want it to get out or whatever. He's like, because he's like, I'm not into dudes. I'm not into dudes. And so, like, the detective's interviewing him, and he's talking about what he did. And he's like, well, like, ladies would pay me and this other guy to, like, jerk it together. He's like, you know, just like sitting beside each other. Ladies would pay us to do that. And I'm just sitting there like, now, I don't know that much about these niche parts of the internet, but I have a really hard time believing that like random ladies are paying you two dudes on OnlyFans to tug it side by side. I don't believe it. I do not believe it. So yeah, that guy apparently had a bunch of pictures of him he said he was going to post online, and then he's just like, he just fucking shot him or something. He was just basically like shot the guy who was lording these pictures over him and then stuff. But like when he's talking to the cop, he's just very clear, like, we're doing this for ladies, guy. For ladies. And it's like, sure, for ladies. That's why this guy was saying, we'll get together and I'll film you watching ladies and we'll post it so people can see you're into ladies. And it's like, that's nuts. That's nuts and sad, bro. Like, if you're into dudes as a dude, fucking live it. Live it to the hilt. Don't be a fucking ashamed of who you are. You don't have to attack people over and shit like John Wayne Gacy or whatever, man. You know? Just fucking be with dudes. Who cares? Be happy. Life is short, man. Who gives a fuck? If I thought getting plowed by a dude was going to make me happy, I'd be out in the road right now offering any homeless guy a fucking turn looking for fulfillment, right? Who gives a shit? You got to live your life. So I can't even believe that. It's like, bro, I've never done anything where if you had pictures of it, I'd be like ashamed of those pictures. It's like, meh. So that's wild, man. James P, I'm glad you fucking find what I do to be inspirational, bro. And even if you're not doing magic, you're still hanging out with me because you rule, man. You rule. Juggle him. You just wanted to stop and say, Hatcher, you're the man. Thanks for all the great channels and fantastic content. Keep it up. Thanks, buddy. You know what? I'm a bagok hard at that. Bagok. Yeah, right back to the image. I did it right. Bo Falcon, if you're not asleep, Al wants to know how he can get you a channel membership because he's sad that you're having job problems and he wants to brighten up your month. That's nice, yeah, Al, because like between Jamming cucumbers in people's asses and chewing on children's ears. Bo Falcon is hella unemployable. Do you know what I mean? Like, what's up? Also, at work, he goes up into the fucking, he's gonna, in the fruit section, go to the ladies and squeeze their cantaloupes. These melons are fresh. Oh, we'll just, yeah, you know what? He's asleep. We'll just give him a subliminal message. Bo Falcon, Al's gonna give it to you when you wake up. You can make of that what he will. Millmasters like give you a job if you can dance a hand, Jake. Yo, have you heard that song, The Squid Jigging Ground? Well, you be the jig, I'll be the squid. Tell him when he wakes up he'll be James P. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What up, horse? How you doing? Thoth, if you go to a grocery store and someone who works there grabs your jugs, you can't go to HR. HR is for people who work there. If I was in HR and someone came in and I'm like, hey, I want to complain that this guy who works here squeezed my jugs. I want to file an HR complaint. I'd be like, listen, you fucking idiot. You don't work here. So call the police on it has to be Bo, right? I know because he's the molestiest guy here. So call the police on him. They won't do anything. But call the police on him. This happens like all the time. Bo Falcon gifted you membership when you were in a rough time and you want to help him find some momentary distraction. Well, don't worry, Al. The next stream when Bo Falcon's here tomorrow or whatever, we'll make sure he knows. We'll make sure he knows you've got his back in this hard time of joblessness. But let's be very clear. Bo Falcon deserves to be jobless. I want to go on the record saying that as a fact, right? Just so we're clear. Just so we're clear. That's why I've been subliminally messaging him so that tomorrow he loses his job, right? That's the whole plan. That's the entire plan. If there's one thing on the entire time I've been on YouTube that I've done successfully that'll be worthwhile, it'll be causing Bo's downfall. Man, I had so much Halloween candy now that it's like it's lost all meaning. You guys know what I'm talking about? Where you just have all those leftover mini pieces of candy, and at first you're like, yeah, and after a while you're like, even if I'm high, these don't mean anything to me. Al, you love how I bust the chops of people I care about. I'm a fun guy. I like to roast and muck about. You watched Moon Knight? Is that what we done to him in his sleep? He fight clubs himself in his sleep, bro. That's what he does. The hands a little. Apparently my circulation sucks or something because my hands is getting cold. Millmouse, you watched Slim Good Body? I'm sure you did. I'm sure you did. What is that? Like a side spin-off of like Magic Mike? I mean, that's very, very, very clearly dude on dude action from the name, right? Juggling, you ate all your candy already? We had so much left over because we were expecting way more kids. So I haven't planned through it all, especially since a bunch of it is can't even care about like Crispy Crunch or Wonder Bar. Ugh. And even like it's like Mr. Big. Mr. Big's okay, but I want O. Henry, you know? Mr. Big doesn't have the substance of O. Henry. Some Caramooks are left. Those are all right. But yeah, whatever, man. So it's just sitting in the pantry now in a big old tub, and I'll occasionally pick up one piece out of it now. He was like a Richard Simmons type that wore a bodysuit with your inside organs drawn on it. I remember seeing a suit like that. I don't know where, though. I think it was in a book. So, I don't know if I know that guy. Oh, man, my nose is itchy. All right, my friends. Well, it's time for me to get going. Thanks for coming and hanging out. You guys rule. We will reconvene on the morrow. But I'm going to go and watch a movie with Carly for now. So peace out. Have a good one. And watch out for the Chainsaw Man.